Hello and welcome to Thought for the Day on Monday the 24th of August. Today I wanted to share with you some thoughts that I've been reflecting on from Daniel chapter 6. Daniel was a good man who held a lot of power and authority in the kingdom during the reign of King Darius. In Daniel chapter 6 verse 3 we read that Daniel was so distinguished by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom, almost like making him the prime minister. Daniel was very well known and highly respected for his work in government, and that could easily have been a reason for him to be remembered. And yet that's not the reason that he's remembered in this passage. It's not the reason why Daniel stands out. He stood out because he prayed consistently and persistently. He came before God in prayer 3 times a day, every day, without fail. Even when he learnt of the king's decree that people should pray only to him or else be thrown into the lion's den, surely set to face a horrible end, still Daniel continued to pray. 3 times a day he would go up to his room, into an upstairs room in his house, kneel down and pray, giving thanks to God. There are lots of things we can learn from the story of Daniel, but there are 3 things in particular that stand out to me from Daniel chapter 6 verse 10. Just going to read it. Now, when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room, where the windows opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. The first thing that stands out to me from that passage is Daniel continued to pray just as before, even though he knew the consequences if the king found out. Number 2, he got down on his knees, showing reverence and worship to God. And number 3, he gave thanks to God. I imagine most people listening to this are not facing such strong and severe consequences for praying to God as Daniel did. So, as it says in Philippians chapter 4 verses 6 to 7, don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day.